Woo! What is up, ladies and nerds? Hope you guys are having an awesome Wednesday. I hope. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Get some audio. Hopefully that audio sounds good for you guys. Hope it's a 7.8 billion times better than it was yesterday. Jesus Christ. I think I have a solution for that, but it's not going to be something I'm going to. It's going to take me a few days to get it worked out. Um, I'm just going to have to run everything through my soundboard. I don't really want to do that because it complicates some other issues, but it kind of is what it is. But it's not going to be something I'm going to. It's going to take me a few days to get it worked out. Um, I'm just going to have to run everything through my soundboard. I don't really want to do that. Okay. Trying to get our audio or the game audio synced up a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. What is all this? Rolling with the Tide. Captains, happy new update. Welcome to 4th of July content. 3 new Marken ships, including a duo of Tier 7s. And the Carrier Independence. Cool. Rolling with the Tide. Captains, happy new update. All right. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got on our offers? There's our daily reward. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's see about these new ships. What do we got? The Alabama. All right, that's kind of cool. The Hill, Charles Hughes, the Benheim. What's the difference? Oh, okay, it's how you buy it. Got it. Understood. USS Florida, the Massachusetts, the Sims, the West, by God, Virginia, the Flint. Really? Yeah, that was a thing. Ooh, there's the Arizona. Ooh, for 10,000. Ooh, that's cool. Indianapolis, the Atlanta, the Boise. There's the Alabama. All right, that's cool. I don't know any of these other ships. It's not that it matters. Yeah, we've started a campaign. What about our bureau stuff? Let's see what's going on there. How's life here? The Icarus, the Tier 5, and the Koenig. Alright. Well, let's just go ahead. Well, let's do our boat or our container first. Let's get that out of the way. Just a little quiet. There we go. let's just get the Koenig out of the way. Haven Domination. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's been a minute since I've played some... since I've... Oh, let's see what Mr. Davo's up to. Yeah. But it's been a minute since I've played. What's up?
There's the cuck.
Yay!
Fall Guys came to Xbox.
Oh. I'll have to let Izzy know, because Izzy watched one of the streamers that she follows, plays Fall Guys.
It came yesterday.
Oh, well that's cool.
And it actually fucking works.
Oh. I'll have to check it out.
Unlike, what was it? Unlike Human Fall Flat. Dude, download it. It's only 3 gigs.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah. So how you been?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, work's going.
Yeah, work is being work.
Yeah, work is work. Went and saw Jurassic
It
World.
was fun, wasn't it?
My balls were so crazy.
Oh, I know it, and that's what I get so tired of people complaining about movies like that, and it's like, were you not entertained? Like,
I did laugh at the Dotson. Oh, Dotson! Yeah. Hey, Dotson!
Yep.
Shit had me rolling.
Yep. Well, that's the way it was in the book. I mean, you know, there was the 2 competing corporations. Oh, by the way, chat, sorry if you're here. Spoilers for Jurassic Park, the new one.
Oh, fuck, I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah, it's Warship Wednesday.
Oh, you mean War Crime?
War Crime Wednesday. I guess, I probably should put, I think I'm going to edit the stream. I just put in there, Warship Wednesday, warning, movie and Star Wars spoilers may be discussed.
Right. How is Ubi?
Very, very good. It was another one that my testicles were very, very well cradled. Oh,
cradled?
Yeah. It was exactly what I wanted. Well, it wasn't exactly. Nice. There was like one thing I really wanted, even though I totally understood the fact that I was not going to get it.
Right. Is it the end?
No.
Or we still got
Oh, yeah, this is the end. Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a particular character that I was praying to be in the movie, and it just wasn't. Or he just wasn't, and I was kind of bummed about it, even though it was like a long shot for him to be in it. So, nothing too bad. But yeah, I loved it.
Too bad.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, it was very good.
I saw the one scene where it was everyone's been posting to like Anakin finally got to say it. Anakin finally
the Obi-Wan said it. Yeah.
And so I was just it was Anakin. And so they were like it was like a flashback train.
Oh yeah.
And he just says it's over, and I was just like, that's it? That's it? We're not gonna... Okay.
Yeah, no, it was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. They did everybody some service, a good service. I genuinely wish with all of my heart and existence that Carrie Fisher was still alive, because she would have absolutely adored the little girl that played Leia. Like, seeing those two together at like conventions and shit would be just the highlight of highlights. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I appreciated the story. I mean,
Appreciate it for
yep,
what it was.
yep. It closed some plot holes that I was interested to see how they were going to address, and they handled them. They handled it very well. I loved it. Really enjoyed it.
Nice.
The only thing that didn't happen that I demand has to happen soon is none of it was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. So, like, that's... Now, granted, I can understand that she was a little busy with Jurassic Park, but, you know,
Right.
she's
So,
proof positive that there must be some type of, like, genetics involved for being an amazing director, because her daddy was just goddamn, you know?
well, first off, it's the hair.
Yeah. Well, that's what does it for me.
Because, well, it's just like I watched Jurassic World. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, God damn it!
She's so hot.
Her and Claire Danes,
Oh,
because they're fucking
yeah.
twins.
But, that was
But
love that movie.
What was it? I did laugh at the. Also, and I don't want to spoil too much for the chat, but the fucking romance at the end, I felt that was extremely pushed unnecessarily. Like, I don't know why he was so awkward, especially around kids. It's just like, oh, you're a child. Ah.
I totally get that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send you an invite. I just finished my match.
I'm in the middle of a doodad with Fall Guys, so do another round.
Okay.
I was like, got knocked in the fucking face by a fruit.
All right. Well,
And there I go.
that's done. What do I need to do next?
Hopefully my team
Tier
can
5.
pull this one out.
Some type of tier 5. Oops. But yeah, they definitely have, you know, they're sitting there telling you that, you know, you think we're done with Star Wars. Like, you could not be more wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, did you hear they're making a fucking prequel to Hunger Games?
No.
Yeah, they're making a prequel to Hunger Games.
I know we're going to get a Game of Thrones prequel and a Jon Snow series.
Yeah, well, and like they're wanting what do you call it? They're looking into making a Arya lesbian series, essentially. Lesbian pirate series, where she becomes a pirate.
Oh, I'm okay with that. But all in all, yeah, I was very happy with a lot of the stuff, and I love Jurassic Park. I loved the direction that they took with it. I love how they kind of resolved everything. I'm not happy with one character's resolution arc.
Yeah.
Because he will forever and always be a bad guy. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Who?
One particular
Jurassic World.
one particular character in the Jurassic World movie that just came out.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it semi-spoiler free. But
I really don't care. Trying to go into that movie with open mind, but unless they nuke the planet, I'm probably not going to be happy with that movie.
well, with that being said,
I mean,
well, I like how they justify the situation by not nuking the planet. Like, I'll give you that. I mean,
Yeah. They took people into account.
and I did like it. I liked what they did, but like I said, there's one particular.
I just love the fact that they ended. What was it? What was the middle one they called? What was that one called? It wasn't Jurassic World. It was Jurassic? What were we calling it? What was that
Lost
middle one
World?
called? No. That's the second movie. We're the new trilogy second.
Oh, I
Lost World was actually good.
It was. Because Stego got a great scene.
It was just a good movie. I don't care about the dinosaurs. Was it a good movie? Yes, good movie.
Anyway.
First one was amazing because, yes, dinosaurs. After that, that's kind of... I feel like they kind of... Breakers has touched on this some in our conversations of the thing that they've lost is treating them like they're animals. Like they seem to have human characteristics for whatever reason. Like what made Jurassic Park so good was you were just in awe of the animal, of the dinosaur itself.
Then I definitely feel like that you are going to enjoy this one more because they get back to that. That they
like it should be. Yeah, you should just be in awe of the creature. That's what made the first one so good. Was just you were just in awe of just, hey, it's a T-Rex. Hey, it's raptors. Hey, it's brontosauruses or whatever. Like, hey, dinosaurs. They're cool. They're big. They behave like animals. Like it's they behave like a dinosaur. And then all of a sudden, like you start getting those, especially these new movies, like, oh, we're gonna train them, and they're gonna have these weird, I don't know, almost human like characteristics. Like they have revenge mindedness. They have motivation.
Well, why wouldn't they have revenge and motivations?
Does your dog have any motivation, John?
No, but velociraptors were proven very well to be. I mean, that's even addressed.
Velociraptors are the size of a chicken.
That was even addressed.
Hear about the elephant in India?
Well, yeah, the elephant that killed the guy and then went to his funeral and killed the family.
It was a
yeah, well, whatever. But but I mean, I disagree with that because the raptors were all. I mean, that was already discussed in the original Jurassic Park. That when they put the new female raptor in the pen, she killed all but two of the other raptors and then had them testing the fences because they remember, like they're learning, they're educating. That was that was how scary the raptors were. Is that they weren't like dogs or cats. They were highly intelligent, and that the world would be completely and totally different.
That doesn't mean they're revenge driven, though, John. That's the difference. We're assigning them human emotions of revenge. Learning is not the same as
she had revenge. She had revenge right in the very beginning, in the very first movie. She was getting even with Robert Muldoon by this whole sneak attack, the whole clever girl. She didn't just jump out and kill him. She leaned forward, looked at him dead in the eye, face to face, and then she killed him.
Yeah,
ass to ass.
You guys are reaching.
That's not reaching. That's exactly what it's not. That's exactly what the whole story was about. That's how scary they were. Like, that was the...
Yeah, they're scary because they're in the kitchen hunting the kids, which, again, is not a revenge thing. It's just animals being animals.
Except they learned how to open doors.
Okay, well...
that's the whole thing.
That's an animal instinct. That, John, you're, again, equating learning things with being intelligent enough to have, like, emotions. They're very separate things.
But they had emotions. Look what happened. Look what happened when the main female was killed by the Tyrannosaurus at the very end. The other raptor reacted with anger and growled and went after it. It was rage. It was revenge.
With malice.
It was malice. Like, I mean, it was this. the stage was set. Now, I'll give you going out of their way to like train the raptors to do shit and all that. I'll give you that because that's a little wonky. But the idea that the raptors weren't personified from the very beginning, they absolutely were. I mean,
it's not just the raptors though. That's my point. It's not just raptors. They've done that to about all of them.
No, none of the other ones were really trained.
Yeah,
it was only the raptors that they thought that they could manipulate.
But like there are other animals in those movie franchises, John, that have those emotions that seem to have that are driven by more than just animalistic needs or animalistic wants. That's my point.
Well, I mean, who's to say that a creature that died 65 million years ago didn't?
We're going to start applying science. Those raptors are the size of chickens. So if you want to get technical about this, movie franchise,
technically they're the size of turkeys.
So the entire
the Utah raptor, the Utah raptor, which was
the Utah raptor and the Dakota raptor, are actually size comparable to the movie because they found that out.
Used. But then it's not
100%, because that's what the book used.
I like how they brought Robert Burke.
They're still a genetically modified creature.
Yeah, they can be whatever they want them to be.
The movie. Congratulations, you summed the whole thing up.
Well, book. Because book.
Because
book. Yeah.
Because plot says this happens, thing happens.
Well, that's how stories work, Devin.
Yeah, but that's that's you're missing my point. But fine. Again, I'm always wrong. You guys are always right. I'm getting very used to this.
Well, maybe sometimes you're just wrong.
No, I think sometimes you guys just don't like to hear that your opinions aren't always, the thing.
But we're meeting you middle ground now. You're the one not accepting the middle ground.
That's true. Like I said, I'll absolutely give you the whole training thing because I didn't like that.
My entire issue with these movies has nothing to do with that. My entire issue is that we let some 10-year-old girl decide to release a bunch of dinosaurs. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but
Terrible idea. I absolutely disagree with that idea.
Yeah, who decided that was a good idea? And I love her logic was just like me. Like, well, if they're just like you, if we throw you in there with them, how would that turn out?
They approached the whole cloning thing. That was one thing I really wasn't. They do wrap it up pretty well in the final book, and that's the other thing too or not the final book, the final movie. I didn't really like.
I know you.
I didn't really like the second movie. I don't think it.
No,
it's not good. The third one is miles above better.
That's not saying much. It's a low bar.
It's a lot better. Yeah, it's a lot better than the second one, but it's still not as good as the first one.
See, I didn't.
I like the first one. The first one was good.
I was so indifferent towards both the first one and the second one because it was like. It was for me as a Star Wars, as a Jurassic Park fan. I'm even wearing my vintage Jurassic Park T-shirt on the stream, but I don't. To me, even I didn't feel like another Jurassic Park story was necessary.
No,
but then again, to be fair, we could have stopped after Lost World because you guys can hate on the new trilogy all you want. But it's not three.
It's not three. It's not three. No, it's not.
And I was just.
I'll give you that. It's not three.
And
three. I don't even. Three doesn't exist. Like I forget that movie.
Oh, I agree.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah, I agree. It was.
I don't even.
It was just so
trash.
bad.
The only
trash.
The only thing that would have made the final scene better, John, without spoiling anything, is if that one particular dinosaur was swapped out with the Spinosaurus.
Oh. Well, I do like. Well, to be fair, you can bring out any dinosaur you want, but the Carnosaurus got a ton of love in this movie, and the only other time we saw the Carnosaurus, unfortunately, the only silver lining
was getting its proper ass whooped by the Rex.
No. In Jurassic Park 3, when they're or the original third movie when they're rafting down the water and the dinosaur looks up and he's like, that was a car. That was That was a Carno.
No, it wasn't. It was a Ceratosaurus.
Now we're splitting hairs. Now that's splitting hairs.
A Ceratosaurus? That's actually a Ceratosaurus was. like the second apex predator of the Jurassic period underneath the Allosaurus in America,
right?
North America.
But I'm saying that they're all, but he had the horns, and it was.
But his face was too narrow. That's why it was a Ceratosaurus.
But well, then pardon me for being wrong. I can accept being wrong with grace and dignity.
Bullshit.
But just the Carno's got a ton of love, and if it wasn't for me playing Ark, there were certain dinosaurs in this one that I did not recognize, or would not have recognized.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So because when they
that's cool.
So so I mean the new dinosaur that they introduce in this one is a legitimate dinosaur, not this weird like, oh, we're going to genetically modify a chameleon to be a dinosaur. That was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, and it's going to be sponsored by T-Mobile. Even more dumb. Probably fitting because, capitalism, but still.
Well, they showed a bunch of new ones.
Yeah.
Like,
the Deinonychus?
Yeah. Deinonychus,
the
oh
Dimetrodon?
Dimetrodon.
Yeah. Which was
Dimetrodon.
that was an absolute surprise to see that dinosaur in a movie. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
That was probably the coolest of the dinosaurs, like of the surprise dinosaurs that were in this one.
Right. Well, and then there was the Therizinosaurus. No one really cares about the flyers.
Yeah, nobody cares about those.
Well, there was the Quetzal.
Yeah.
The Quetzal, that was
Yep.
the one. But
once again,
that's in the trailer.
Yeah, once again, if it wasn't for
that's
if it wasn't for Ark, I would not have recognized that one.
Right. But no, there was a bunch of there was a bunch of creatures.
Yeah, there was a bunch of minor.
Like
there's a bunch of minor dinosaurs that.
Oh, the fly. Oh yeah, there was the one at the one place. Without spoiling it.
I think it's this, guys. You guys
where the
stop
Carno
because
is.
you
Where
can't. You're getting to at
No,
this place
I
or that
can-
place.
Oh, I can describe the place. If John's seen it, I can describe the place without.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
It's the place where the Carno is.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the skinny beak. I don't know what that one was. I was like, okay.
But I mean, I was happy that they were actually pulling in dinosaurs that, were actual dinosaurs, that we're not dealing with this dumb idea of, the idea of, creating another species. That made me so annoyed.
Yeah.
Like that just like.
They use raptors.
Well, that was my whole thing. It was like, guys, you have so many cool dinosaurs to choose from. You have, 125 or 225 million years worth of dinosaurs to choose from? You got a bunch. But no, I mean, like I said, Devin, I think this one will definitely, you can just watch this one. And it kind of stands on its own a little bit. That you can just watch this one and just not worry about watching 2 ever again, and it'd be fine. Because I mean,
the two's whole plot line was like the island was going to explode, none of the dinosaurs are going to die, so for whatever dumb reason we have to save them.
Yeah, essentially.
God damn it!
Because that sounds.
Oh, I'm
smart.
so sorry, John. I completely forgot. I was going to join you.
Are you ready? I'll send you an invite.
No, I was saying I'm in.
I'm gonna send Devin one.
We'll say
playing.
Devin came and I got distracted by talking Jurassic World.
I'm just here for about 10 more minutes. Maybe I'm going to bed.
Well, and then
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the new Jurassic Park. I mean, it was absolutely, it was a cradling of my testicles. completely agree with that assessment. It was a pure and through fan job.
I do feel like it had the issue of episode 9, where they didn't let things settle.
Yeah, they had a lot of information that they wanted to just absolutely shoehorn in it. They didn't. It was nowhere near as much as episode 9, but your point is well taken. That's one of my biggest issues with episode 9 is just like, buckle up because we're gonna take you through 3 movies in 3 hours.
Hey, you know that scene, light skip jumping? Yeah, that's the entire theme of this movie.
But no, to be honest, I don't think I've only watched the second Jurassic Park of the new trilogy, whatever it's called. I watched it in the theaters, and I've not watched it again. Like, that tells you everything you need to know about it. I went and saw it in theaters because it was Jurassic Park, but that's the only way I can put it. Is it's.
I mean, I would watch it if there was like a Bryce Dallas Howard bikini scene.
Yeah,
but
I'd Fatal Attraction the fuck out of that. But I definitely plan on watching. You know, I've considered going back to the cheap theater and watching this one again. And I can't say that about very many movies. There's only been a handful of movies, maybe ever, that I have been like, I want to like go right back in the movie theater and watch it again. And that's,
I think, what was it? The last movie for me that was like that, I didn't go do it, but I would 100% do it, was Endgame.
No. Endgame didn't do it for me. I would have done it for Rogue One, for sure. I'd have done it for Top Gun. I would love to have watched that one again.
I've seen it twice now. It's as good second time. I'm probably going to go see it a third.
Yeah, I would go do that. Did I get him? Oh, I just barely missed. But then I shot too far. Damn it. You're done.
What trailers did you get, Don?
We got the Minions trailer. We got a...
Same.
We got the... I think we got the Buzz Lightyear one. I can't remember if it was Buzz Lightyear we got at that one or Top Gun. But I know but I know we got the Minions trailer because I told Heather we're absolutely going to go see it because we're going to take the Minions, yeah. That's the great thing about having kids is I can go watch those movies and not feel weird going to see it for myself because that's what I'm really doing.
I'm trying to think of what we had.
Yeah, so I know I remember watching those, and then and there was something else. I was just like, no, I'm not going to go see that because I don't care.
Oh, damn it. Fuck, what is that? I had him in my head when I asked the question. Problem solved, sir. Damn it, gotta look. I'm trying to think. Because I know we didn't get Thor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got Thor. Yeah, we got Thor. and I was like, I don't care about this movie. Like, I know I'm supposed to because the whole nerd thing. I couldn't care less about anything Marvel now. Like, all of the stories that I cared about in Marvel have pretty much been wrapped up, with the exception of Spider-Man. Outside of that, I don't care.
Well, Spider-Man's wrapped up.
Well, no, I'm saying we might get we might get another Venom, and we might see Spider-Man in that, or something like that.
No, you won't. That's Sony.
But no, he was in the end credit of the last Spider-Man.
Yeah, you might. That's gonna be.
But
that gets tricky because. But I think Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man. Marvel's gotten to use it.
Yeah. I know. It's weird.
It's like on a lease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as well as I do is if Marvel goes back to Sony and says, hey, we want to.
Do you like?
Do you like green money? They're gonna be like,
well, Sony. It's kind of like the one thing they've got that makes them money.
Yeah,
Sony
that's exactly it.
Really afford to. They can't really. They shouldn't say they can't afford to sell it, but they really can't.
Well, they can't say they can't afford to say no to the, to the.
Well, but it's one thing that does consistently make the money. You can either get the windfall payday now, or you can keep making money over the long term. Sony as a company is struggling to remain profitable.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying is, at the very least, if Marvel comes back and says, hey, do you want to make another bajillion dollars again? Because just lease it or whatever. Like, however Marvel wants to do it, they'll do it because, yay capitalism.
Now, Sony's very protective of those things. It's especially Spider-Man. It's a mess.
That's all they got. It's like, I get that. But like I said, that's the only things I care about. If we get Spider-Man, or maybe we get Venom, or maybe we get some of the other symbiotes or whatever.
Sure, we'll get another
cool
movie. Surprised we haven't got one.
Like, I'll watch.
Suppose we haven't got another Venom movie yet.
Yeah, I'll watch that. But we
got Morbius.
John,
we got more Spider-Man stuff. We got Morbius. Nobody went and saw that though.
Because it's not Spider-Man.
Not even when they brought it back. People wanted to see it. They were just busy that week.
Yeah,
people want a lot of things. It doesn't mean the actual.
I'll straight up tell you, I had no desire to watch it. I didn't care.
It
was
care.
like
I didn't know what it was until the second trailer. So I was like, oh, it's that. Okay, I still don't care.
Exactly. It didn't do it for me.
It's not Spider-Man. I don't care.
And that's exactly it. It's not Spider-Man. And at least
with the new Marvel stuff.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm picky about what I see there because in game, like you said, in game's done. Like the overarch's done. So for me, it's kind of like, do I care about these people? Like Thor looks like it's going to be funny. The Thor movies have been fun. I'll probably see it. I didn't see the new Doctor Strange though. Because
I don't care about Doctor Strange. I'm sorry. I don't care about Mrs. Thor or She Thor or Heath or her Thor. I don't care.
Well, my approval of Natalie Portman has waned, especially like her character in this the second Thor movie, literally the worst rated one.
The one I didn't see.
Is that the one where he loses an eye?
No,
because I didn't see that one either.
No, maybe don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Or
no, he didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know at some point he doesn't. He has an eye patch.
Anyway, he briefly has an eye patch. So anyway, her character was just overly. I don't know. It was very toxic. In general, it was a very toxic character, and I was like, "What happened to the first fucking time? Like your first rendition of, I forget her name, character's name was really good in the first movie, and then they decide to, oh, we're just gonna make her a terrible person."
I hate to I hate to say it, I never cared. We had this discussion here just recently. I think on the great Star Wars debate that was a couple of my streams ago, but I think it was the last stream we did. No, right. Was it the Sunday stream?
It was Sunday.
But anyway, that
It was either Saturday or Sunday, so I was up.
Yeah, that was I think it was Saturday.
It was Saturday.
But
Saturday.
You know there's the, you know, these newer movie characters, just don't care. I just don't. I don't care about the Eternals. I don't care about She-Hulk. I don't care about Morbius. I don't care about whatever Natalie Portman's Thor Thunder chick is. You know, I don't care. I don't plan on seeing them. They just.
I'll go see the new Thor because those movies have been funny. Like, that's why I'm gonna go see it, because those movies have been entertaining. But like, as far as like, I'm not going to see any of the new MCU stuff because it's not MCU. It's that. It's not part of. There is no more overarch. There is no more Thanos threat. I didn't go see the Eternals because, yeah, like you said, it's not. I don't care. Like, there's the movie has to. I have to have a reason to go see it. I need a reason. I need a reason to go see it. Like Thor, the Thor movies for the most part to me have been like, I love Ragnarok. Ragnarok was hilarious. Ragnarok.
Maybe that
amazing.
was the one I didn't watch. I didn't watch anyone except the first one.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I didn't see the second one.
Ragnarok's actually pretty good.
Ragnarok's hilarious. I love that movie. This one looks good, so I'll probably go see it.
I'll probably wait until it comes to Disney Plus.
I gotta give it a month to be on Disney Plus. The new Doctor Strange movie's on Disney Plus now, so give it a month or two, it pops up. So,
So I still haven't seen like any. The only thing I've watched after Endgame is WandaVision.
Didn't watch WandaVision, even though I think
I haven't watched that.
Ashley Olsen is one of the most beautiful women on this planet. I still haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. I watched the Falcon.
Like Winter Soldier.
Didn't watch it.
Winter Soldier. That's really good. I did watch that. That was very good.
I watched quite a bit.
I would like more of that.
I watched the first episode, and then my other friend group was just like, no, go watch WandaVision, then go back. And I was like, okay. And so went and watched WandaVision, and then went to go watch, go continue Falcon Winter Soldier, and it was just like, hey, you have to rewatch the first episode. And I was just like, no, I don't want to.
No.
I know it.
I'm actually not going to.
Already done that.
I remember everything about it. Why do I need to watch it? Like, let me just skip it like Netflix. And it's just like, nope, you have to watch it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not watching it. And
it's really good. I didn't watch WandaVision.
That is literally the reason why I stopped watching.
I don't know why your friend group said you needed to watch WandaVision. I've never watched WandaVision, and I got through that entire series without a problem.
Because technically, there's something in Falcon and Winter Soldier that was in WandaVision.
Sure. I obviously missed it. Didn't affect it show at all for me. Because the great thing about Marvel, they explain it anyway. You don't have to watch everything to get everything. It's all there. Maybe it helps give some context or some, hey, you know, if you've watched the other stuff, yeah, no, it maybe broadens that a little bit, but it doesn't. You don't have to have watched every episode of everything to understand what's going on in their shows. It's nice that way. Like, that's the only thing I've watched is Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I enjoyed that show thoroughly. Very good. I'd like more of that, but don't think we're going to get more of that.
Holy Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm looking forward to more of The Boys on Friday.
I've seen bits of it, but
show's so good.
What is it?
That show does, like, it makes fun of some of the stuff that Marvel has done in some of their movies, and then does it better. I think that's the funny part, is that it actually does some of it better.
Well, like, what is it? His whole reasoning for, like, wanting revenge, I actually did find interesting.
No, well, I mean, what season are we in now? Into season 3 this year?
Yeah, I'm talking about like the very first episode.
Oh, the first season, yeah, no,
like
that
her
very
off
good.
the curb.
Oh god, that scene is maybe one of the most brutal things I've ever watched, ever. Jesus.
Well, and like it's just like, oh hey, you know, we killed this person, and then we're like, yeah, we're a corporation. We're not gonna end, or we're not gonna really.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah,
Prove
exactly.
we did.
Oh, you have proof? We're gonna just buy them out.
Here's a handshake and 10K. Have a good one. Owen will apologize publicly.
Who is this? I was not paying attention.
The boys.
Vought. Vought.
Something else I'll probably never watch because I have other things to watch.
It's so good.
Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. How did that... Okay. I was gonna say, I better fucking kill that after that bullshit.
Yeah.
Nope, just arguing on the internet.
Actual good TV.
Wasn't paying attention.
Wait, who's arguing?
Nah, one of
me,
my
boys.
pro-Trump people that just can't
Of course.
Okay.
wrap his mind around the fact that, you know, number one, presidents can't affect gas prices, and number two, I can say that this gas tax holiday is just dumb. It's not gonna help anybody but the oil companies.
I heard about it. What is it?
The proposition is they're going to,
It's not gonna happen.
he wants to suspend the gas tax for 3 months. The gas tax is about 18 cents on the gallon, and the problem of it is that 18 cents isn't even paid by the end user. It's paid by the corporations. So all we're doing is giving the corporations a tax break. That's all it is. And it's already been tried. Nevada tried it a few years ago, and their gas tax that they were suspending was like 10 cents, and the oil companies just kept the profits and dropped the gas price by 3 cents. So they kept 70% of the tax revenue, or the tax break. Like, it's one of those things where it's a combination of it's literally the only thing I can do, and it sounds really good on paper. It's like, that's cool, that's all you can do, but you're just better off not doing anything except, I don't know, putting the screws to the corporations that have made 3 times their profits compared to last year in the first 3 months of the year.
I think somebody proposed going after that, and I think the exact answer to that was not just no,
Yeah,
but hell no.
exactly. Because who's paying for those politicians in Congress? I don't know. The people that we're bitching about. Thus is the problem.
Well, and like
Because corporations are
why-
people.
Until they're unless they're not.
Yeah.
whenever
they
you
are.
get
I'm
whenever
really
you're-
confused how that exactly works. I would love somebody to explain it to me.
John, whenever you get a chance, I'll take it.
Okay, let me finish this battle. I just...
Well, and like, what is it? Mine. Well, in like Norway, whatever, when they realized, oh hey, there's like gas or oil off the coast of Norway. What did Norway do? They're like, fuck you, corporations. You're not touching it. And so the government, it's gone into the government, and then they have this. It's, how do I say? Essentially, it's a like savings account, essentially, and like a percentage of the revenue from the gas or the oil goes into this savings account, and then Norway will use that as to make these huge fucking national projects. Like they used it to make this highway that goes through all of this shitty territory, but because it like now it's a highway, it connects parts of Norway that weren't originally connected unless it was via boat. And then they built this tunnel system that did the same thing. It's connecting these different places that weren't necessarily connected unless via train or plane or boat. And it's like, or infrastructure. That's the word I was looking for. So it's just like, hey, it's really fucking smart.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing that Alaska does. Alaska, they get a crap ton of money from the oil companies up there because that's what's keeping them going.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I think you literally get paid to live there.
Yeah, you get paid to live there. I mean, but then to be fair, yeah, I would, if I had to live there, I would want to be paid to do it. Oh, I'm going to get sunk. All right, well, guess I'll send you that invite now.
Right.
But yeah, there is no one single solution to this situation. But there's a lot of little solutions that could be applied that would make absolutely huge strides in the right direction. And I've said it, and I'll continue to say it. There needs to be there needs to be more accountability for the oil corporations. Absolutely huge accountability, and there's not.
All right. Well, and my favorite thing was, a couple months ago, they went before Congress and they're like, "Hey guys, why you've already made this much money, blah 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 blah," and this female senator is just fucking, or congresswoman is just fucking roasting.
What's her name? I plan on Porter, Katie Porter.
I think so.
Yeah. I want her and AOC to run for president in 6 years. And I'll be tickled to death.
AOC means they won't win, and they won't win. AOC's toxic.
Don't matter. Hillary was toxic, but they ran her anyway.
I like winning elections, John.
Isn't AOC on the Republican side?
No, she is a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous, Brooklyn liberal.
I know, but it just randomly popped in my head. Just I don't know, I heard someone say it, and I was just and it's just been stuck there ever since. So,
I like her, but I also know that her running anything nationwide is just not going to work.
Well, like I said, they were crazy enough to run Hillary, so why not?
Oh. Well, did you hear?
And that got us Donald Trump. So
well, that's my point.
I like being careful what I.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah. Okay. So you went.
They could have literally run a bucket of cheese, and it would have been more successful than Hillary Clinton because she's just as toxic. That's the one thing the Republican Party. That's one of two things the Republican Party has done well is made Hillary Clinton unelectable. It doesn't matter her credentials. It doesn't matter that she is the most qualified person in the entire country to be president. It doesn't matter. The Republicans have done a fantastic job of making her the most toxic person to put on a ballot.
And
I mean,
AOC's done a wonderful job of doing that by herself.
Well, I mean, at least she didn't. The Republicans didn't have to do it. But I mean, that's my point. It's like, if we're going to run, completely unelectable people, I like AOC better than I do Hillary.
You just wanted to be hot, so you're not much better than her.
Oh God, you think I'm after her because she's hot? No, those big old Mr. Ed teeth. No, no,
I know it's not because of her
I do
politics.
like her politics. I like her politics a lot. I mean, I really do.
Yeah, she's not libertarian.
I know.
John. She's
super socialist. I've given up on the libertarian philosophy.
And she's not socialist either.
She's leftist. That's why I like her. And I'm done. Oh, and speaking of done, that guy's done. Oh, come on, are you serious? That's hot trash, and I'm gonna die.
I like her policies, but I live in reality. I live in this world.
Well,
so I have to operate within those.
I would much rather have somebody push the boundaries than have this idea that we can compromise, because we can't. Compromising is gone. Compromising went out sometime in 1998.
Not going to argue that point. My point is, John, you have to have people that can win elections to push those boundaries, but you have to win first.
She's done very well thus far.
When the other side is willing to do everything it can to win at all costs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You're right. The right will go do anything to win. They will pander to the lowest common denominator. Why not the Democrats do the same thing?
Because they're educated and smart and don't like being pandered to.
Well, The lack of
left-wing news media doesn't do well because it panders, and they don't like being pandered.
The lack of
because there is
the lack of pandering is one of the main reasons why they didn't win in 2016.
No, it's because the left wing, John, is not a nice one group of people.
I know.
It's not the right wing. It's not a like-minded hive mind that operates together. It's a very weird conglomerate of. You got Bernie Sanders in there. You've got AOC. They're close but not the same. And you've got a lot of people that share those kind of ideals, and they're not all always going to get along.
No, they're not. But they need somebody that's loud and outspoken that could be possible enough to bring that coalition together. And I think that she's one that possibly could.
If Bernie Sanders can bring his people
Bernie
together...
did bring his people together. He brought them together so well they refused to vote for Hillary Clinton. Because they felt...
He wanted them to vote for her. He was adamant about that.
Yeah.
By the point. He didn't do it.
Yeah, that's right. And they realized that, and being one of them, I can tell you, it had nothing to do with what he wanted. It was the fact that, he had to toe a line.
So,
thank you, love.
So you want somebody to unite people and to bring them together, but the guy
He
wanted to do that, you didn't even follow. So
he actually fucking came to Lawrence, it was during the primaries. He fucking came to Lawrence, and then I had the day off, and it wasn't until after
hey, what's up, Ryan?
left that I realized I was like motherfucker, I wanted to see old man, see how he's living.
But I mean, like I said, I didn't want Bernie to I love Bernie's policies. I'll be the first one to say that. But I really didn't want to see him run in 2016 because he's too old. He's too old. Hillary's too old. Trump's too old. Biden's too old. We're
maybe people who were alive during the Jim Crow era shouldn't be running.
Well, it's just a matter of there's such a huge disconnect between that generation and our generation. It's just they grew up in a time that was.
Well, our generation's not old enough to run for president yet, John,
we're getting there. That's why I said 6 years.
You have to be 35.
Yeah. You're not going to elect a 35-year-old.
Why not? We did it. We did it in 1960. When he 36?
Yeah. Who?
JFK.
Kennedy.
JFK was older than that.
Well, look it up. I thought he was in his 30s.
He was
no.
But still, that's the thing is we need to get past that, and I think we're at a point where, in the next 6 to 10 years.
He was in his 40s. He was 46. He was 46 when he died.
46, yeah. Like I said, and his lack of experience was a big issue, and that's going to continue to be a thing.
He was 43.
The first thing that's going to come up is your lack of experience in government.
And the first thing that I would do to rally the younger people to his cause would be yes, because the old people have done so well. Because you can, by the time you get to, we'll just say in 2 years, when we get to the 2024 election, you can just say, look, we've had, in the last, the youngest person we had was in his 40s, and he did okay. But look at the string of old people.
Until he pissed off the mob.
Well, no, I was talking Obama. But,
Oh.
I'm just like...
Who I would love to see would be Cory Booker, but I just don't.
He's honestly, he's just as damaged as AOC is. Nobody will take him.
Booker
which I like him. I like Cory Booker. I'm not saying that I wouldn't. I would vote for him. But he has...
Well, he ran in the last primary and just didn't do well.
Well, he didn't have the name recognition, and once again... He was running against Biden, and it was just, to me, the body politic of the Democratic Party wants to try to choose what they think is a safe bet, and safe bets are not. We didn't go with the safe bet with Obama, and he turned out to be a pretty damn decent president. Stop going for the safe bet. Let's go for new. Let's go for young and charismatic and passionate and well-spoken, and
you'll get one of those in your life, John. Enjoy it. We had it. You'll get one.
Well, I don't agree with that.
It sucked when we had Obama because he was fucking what was it? The House and the Senate were Republican majority.
That's most presidents deal with the split Congress most of their presidency. Yeah. It's just life.
But like I said, it used to not matter. You go back to the early '80s and backwards. A split part.
Pretty much before.
Yeah,
Reagan.
Pretty much before Reagan. A split Congress really wasn't that big of a deal because there was this ability to put country over party. Like they just could do that. And now, it's one party is very, very inept at putting country first, and the other one is trying. They just don't have the chutzpah to really drive that point home. And that will forever be the problem with Democrats, is they will always be seen as weak. And there's not.
That's because they still have principles.
Well, it doesn't matter.
They still believe that you can compromise. You can work together. And, have
I disagree with that, because you can look at a politician like JFK was. You can say a lot of things about him, but one thing you can't say is that he was weak. He was seen very much as a strong leader. It's
even FDR, who was in a fucking wheelchair.
So this goes back to my original point then of compromise is seen as weak now, and that's exactly what you're saying, John. Is that compromise is seen as weak because that's what the Democrats want to do. They want
it's not a matter.
They want to work.
It's
together,
not a matter of compromise being seen as weak. You can still lead with strength and draw people to your side. If you're charismatic,
it's not seen that way anymore.
Because the wrong people are trying to put that forward.
It's not the wrong people are trying. That is the status quo now. That is the dynamic. Is that if you don't have principles and are willing to die on that hill, scorched earth policy, that it's our way or you can go burn in hell. Because politics don't matter.
Because people are stupid.
That's because it works. The Republicans have figured out that if they just stand in the way and do nothing, they can block everything, win back things, and then just push their shit through.
I'm 100% dead.
Oh yeah, I'm dead too. I got roasted.
No, my favorite is when Republicans will say, "Well, the Democrats are constantly, what the fuck is it?
Not being obstructionists."
No. Well, like, it's when you're when people start reading books. Like, because you can have unlimited time as long as you keep talking.
Oh, filibuster.
Filibuster, yes. They constantly talk about how Democrats are the worst filibusters because they do it all the time. And literally, they showed a comparison of like Republicans who filibuster versus Democrats who filibuster, and the number is like 10-1 Republican.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And filibusters don't even have to be that whole that's your Mr. Smith goes to Washington kind of thing. Most filibusters are not that. It's literally you can just tie it up long enough for voting kind of thing.
That's the thing is I wish that they would. Once again, I come back to I wish the Democrats would grow a set and ram changing to the filibuster, and it be you need to stand up there and you need to physically be on task and you got to stand there and read Dr. Seuss for as long as you can fucking say.
Nobody's going to pass that.
But I mean, that's...
No, what's going to happen is just remove the filibuster, and that's been talked about some.
I've said all along...
Which makes the upper chamber no better than the lower chamber.
I've said it, there comes a point when you have to fight fire with fire. There has to.
No argument here.
And what I've said they should do is I said they should vote to remove the filibuster, ram every fucking bill they can get through there, that they can while they can, especially they probably only got a few months left because it's going to be really interesting come November. And then
historically they should lose.
Ram everything through, and then the day before the election vote to bring it back. It'd be like, you guys deal with it. It's just this idea of, if we change this rule, it's always going to be like this forever. No, it's not. You can literally, up and change rules all the time.
They changed it for judge certification. They changed it for the Supreme Court justices now. And the thing is that those rules aren't going back. Like, if anything, they'll continue to get eroded further. That's kind of the whole thing, is this whole idea that once you do start removing those roadblocks, They don't go back. You never put them back. If anything, you remove more of them.
But
the Senate is slowly but surely becoming the House. Like, it's slowly becoming the lower body, which it shouldn't be. It's supposed to be the body of compromise, of 100 guys working together and not
100 people. Devin.
The House is where you expect
100 people.
You expect they're supposed to be the more educated.
And senator is a much more respected position.
Right. The House is where you expect the rabble, the issues, the divisiveness. That's where that's supposed to be. That's what the House is designed to be. Is exactly that. That's where your pure blood, Republican or Democrats. That's your AOCs. That's where they come from. Is in the House, because that's where they're fine. That's where they're supposed to be. That's you represent your little block of America, which is fine. Your senators are supposed to be a bit more broad because they represent a whole state. States are always thought to have been more of a mixing pot of things, not a pure blood one way or the other.
But it's become that.
It's become that, and
I think the divisiveness. Well, I think the divisiveness of our culture has driven that, because there has been a large number of people that are going, you know what, fuck this place, I'm moving to Texas, or fuck this place, I'm moving to New York, or I'm moving to California.
I wouldn't even say it's that there's so much moving. It's just that people just don't move because of politics. People move because of jobs, because of other things. I feel like a lot of it's just that.
Well, a lot of people will move because of the
Republican
culture.
Party has done a good job of
those that are further up the line.
The Republican Party in general has done a good job of kind of pushing that divisiveness, of selling that very scorched earth mentality of you're either with us or against us. That has been very much a mantra of theirs for going on 20 years now. This is not a new thing. It's just they've done they've refined it. They've perfected it.
The fact that what's happened here is it has grown like a cancer. It just keeps getting more and more. And it's happening. And
I would say it started with the Tea Party, but it really go back further than that. It really started off. Probably you go back
Clinton.
to Pat Robertson, Jerry Falwell, and
the Clinton era.
Yeah,
that's when
the family values stuff.
Newt Gingrich. That's where it started.
Newt Gingrich, yeah. Yeah, that was very much the beginning of the we will not compromise kind of thing, and everything they've ever done has gone right of that. We've moved right.
We may lose this.
We went right of Newt Gingrich. We went right of John Boehner. We've gone right of the new people. We are going to find somebody that's right of Donald Trump. He will be seen as being a leftist, probably in someone in your future.
Well,
because George W. Bush used to be a Republican, and I mean as Republican as they came. He is now, in less than 15 years, would be a liberal.
Well, see, and that's
that's
the problem that I have with the Democratic Party. One of the huge problems that I have, and
it's not the Democrats, John, are moving right. It's that the Republican Party is moving that far.
Right. That's what I'm
They're
saying.
Moving to zero.
Is you have
that's not a Democrat
no
problem.
No. I'm not saying that this is the Democratic problem. What I'm saying is the Democratic response to it is, instead of trying to go more to the left and grab and pull the people apart, they keep rushing more to the center. And then you have the Republicans keep rushing more and more to the right, where now
most people are to the center.
But not
the majority of the country.
I don't believe that anymore. I believe that 10 years ago.
The majority, It's
always
no
the two wings are always going to be the loudest. It's the 20% to 30% your base is always the loudest, and that goes for both parties. I don't care if it's the Republicans or the Democrats. They're always the loudest ones that scream and shout and make news.
But what I'm saying is the base that the Democrats are taking on is that both parties have worked so hard to grab that center population that the center population's gone. Like, I have not met, and I mean, people in the chat, if you're listening, I would love to know your opinion of this. I have not met a single person that has said, I don't know who I'm going to vote for in the 2020 election. I don't know who I'm going to vote for in the 2016 election. They knew. Hey, good night, Ryan. Thanks for hanging out with us. They knew, before the election was ever actually, before we got out of the primaries, people were either going to vote Democrat or they were going to vote Republican. It didn't matter who ran. And what the Republicans have done is they keep rushing further and further to the right and dragging their base with them, and they've drugged so many people with them, and then the Democrats have rushed to the center and taken up all the center people, that there is no more moderates, there is no more centrists. Those are gone. You either are left wing or right wing. You're either Republican or you're Democrat. That's it. You're going to vote that way. Like, Devin, I know there ain't a snowball's chance in hell you'll ever vote Republican. I'll never vote.
Depends.
The Republican Party, as exists at this exact moment in time,
right now probably not.
And it's only going to go further. I swore off I'll never vote for a Republican Party after No Child Left Behind. I'm never going to do it. I don't care. Never going to happen. And there's so many people like that. It doesn't matter who runs. And even this goes even back. My grandparents. Especially on my mother's side and that side of the family. They were originally Democrats, and because they were miners and they were union, and you're not going to vote for a Republican because I'd rather be caught dead. I'd rather be dead than voting red, and all that those mantras that came out of Appalachian iron and mining but that's where we're at this point. Is we're so divided. There is no more middle ground. There is no more moderates. So it's like, we need to stop trying to chase the moderates, and the Democrats need to stop chasing the moderates, and they need to embrace embrace the people that they've got, embrace their real base, the real progressives, the left-leaning people, and run with it. Because the Republicans are doing that with their party, and they're winning time and time and time again.
I'll one giant issue with that, John. It's one word.
Baconator.
What?
No. Those are tasty. Socialism.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. There needs to come a point where you embrace it. You point at the other side and you make them you drive the fascist point home. You make fascist as dirty as socialist, and you move forward. Because we're already divided.
Socialism already is a dirty
word,
though. People already, that's been a dirty word since 1960.
Yes. Once again, right. Once again, by the right, bastardizing the left. This is, like you said.
It's not even bastardizing the left, John. That was just bastardizing the Cold War.
Well, yeah, the Cold War. The war that...
1945.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This isn't a new concept.
There wasn't a left versus right thing then. That was just, we hate commies.
And what did the Republicans do? The Republicans have embraced that idea, slapped that label on everybody left of center, and it sells, and it works. So it's now time for the Democrats to grab that title of fascism, drive home the point that what were they called? Yeah, the Democratic Socialists, the Nazis. They weren't socialists; they were fascists. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying they need to stand up and use the bully pulpit and shout that from the mountaintops, because it works. The Republicans have done it well for 80 years, and it works. So, why try to rush to the center and be nice? You can be loud and boisterous and bullying and still have your principles and your morals. Because you look at the Republicans, you can look at the majority, not the Ted Cruz's, not the Donald Trumps. I'm talking the everyday American Republican. They're a Republican.
Are there any of those left?
There are. They might be voting for Donald Trump because they see that's the only way to protect their principles. But they're voting on their morals. They're no different than Democrats. You and I, we're going to vote on our morals and principles, and they're voting on their morals and principles too. They might not be the same principles, but at the end of the day, they're voting for theirs. And that's what I'm saying. The Democrats need to stand up and they need to grab that. You can be loud and aggressive and forceful and still be, hold on to your principles and your morals. And that's the huge difference. Is the Republicans scream their principles from the mountaintops while the Democrats whisper theirs to the the unwashed masses. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter. And that's what we need to be doing. And that's what the left needs to be doing. Is they need to recognize that there is no more middle ground. We lost the middle ground the moment that there was a cigar used in the White House. We lost the middle ground. Right or wrong, left or right, doesn't matter. That's where it ended. And we need to accept that, and we need to move on. Because we're never going to go back to the days of H.W. Bush. We're never going to go back to Gerald Ford, like Phil brought up. In his opinion, the last centrist president we ever had. We're not going to go back to that.
Probably right.
Oh, I think so.
And look what happened to Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford is just like Jimmy Carter, right place, wrong time.
Problem solved, sir.
The biggest problem with Jimmy Carter was the fact that, he was a principled, great man that was elected at the absolute worst time possible, and
they wanted an outsider. They got an outsider. They wanted not Nixon.
Yeah.
Not Nixon.
And like I said, I like Gerald Ford.
He was the opposite of Nixon. He was the polar opposite of Nixon.
And Jimmy Carter is a great man and will always be a great man. But was he should he have been a president? Yeah, probably not.
He did fine for what he had dealt.
Well, that's it.
The whole Iran hostage situation was kind of his undoing.
Well, that's what.
I don't know there was ever.
That's what I'm saying. Is I think he was. Oh, I'm dead. God damn. He was right place, wrong time. But we're never going to get back to those days. I really think that the Democrats, they just need to accept that. We're never going to go back to those days. And for better or worse, I think we need to start moving on from that. I think we need to, start looking at, what.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
I'm just not a big fan of becoming my enemy. Like, that's kind of the whole point, is you don't become the thing you hate.
Well, I mean...
Live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Well, that's because the idea of the two-party system is we need to go to ranked choice voting.
Flawed.
That's...
Doesn't fix the two-party system, but okay.
I think it could make a huge difference because it gives the third party an opportunity to actually make it on a ballot.
So then you really get nothing done. You think nothing gets done now. You really want to get nothing done.
Then you want to force compromise. Imagine if you've got 3 or 4 parties. Imagine if you've got something.
Then you don't get compromise.
Imagine if you've got something exactly like what you've got.
You get nothing.
What you've got in Canada or Britain, where you have multiple parties, more than just 2, and they do have to form a government. It's a big deal. You have to form a coalition.
It doesn't work.
I don't know.
Israel's on their 5th election in the last 5 years, 6 years.
I mean,
they have multiple parties there.
It works pretty well in other states or other countries. I mean, one bad apple doesn't necessarily spoil the bunch in this. I mean, maybe our whole system is flawed. Maybe our system used to be a great idea, but the problem with our country is the fact that it was meant to grow and change. The framers built that into the Constitution with things like amendments and stuff like that. But we grab these amendments and we
multiple parties doesn't cause compromise, John. It just causes chaos.
Well, but
does having 2 more kids in your house make things better? Does that cause compromise, or just cause more chaos?
But the other side of the coin is,
what is your solution to the 2-party system?
It doesn't.
You have to work within the frame you have. You fix it from there. Like adding more chaos.
That's not been a solution for nearly 50 years.
Yeah, we're well past that.
We're talking.
You guys think we're well past that because you're not wanting to fix the problem. You're just wanting to fix the
No, it's not a matter that I don't want to fix them.
You'd rather just try totally.
It's the fact that I don't see them as fixable.
You've already labeled it dead, so in your brain it's not
right. It's not a matter that I don't want to. It's the fact that I don't see a solution to fixing it. Because the things that we need to fix, the things that would fix the problem, will never get passed. Like you said, there's things that will never get passed because all we want to do is erode the power that's there. We want to take away the roadblocks. We don't want to put the roadblocks back up. Like, congressional term
I don't
limits.
care if you got 3 parties, 4 parties, 8 parties, it's never going to go
Well,
back.
it's not going back the way it is now either.
And the more parties you have, John, the more fringe elements you invite in, which creates more problems. It doesn't fix things.
What we're doing now isn't working either. I'm putting forward some type of a solution, where right now,
Right. And my solution is we need to get back to working together. And how do you do that? That's a long-term problem.
Well, how do you do that? I want everybody to work together too. I came up.
Well, you've got to start shouting down and getting rid of your fringe elements that do cause divisiveness, that do cause problems. You got to get rid of those things. You need to clean your house.
Yeah.
Not invite them into a new
But the
party,
problem,
because that's exactly what you're
that's what they already do. That's what we're doing right now. The Republicans took the Tea Partyists and wrapped them right up in a towel and said, "Here, welcome to the Republican Party." And then look what happened.
Yep.
Instead of getting rid completely of took over. You can say the same. You can see the same thing with AOC and Bernie Sanders, and
they haven't taken over the Democrats. We have Joe Biden as a president.
Yeah, and look how that's working. Like,
it's just fun.
I mean, we're not moving forward.
He's
everybody knows damn well that Joe Biden is nothing more than a bookmark. He's a placeholder.
Why aren't we moving forward, John? It's not a matter of who's president. It's a matter of what Congress does. People seem to think presidents have power. Ask Donald Trump how much power presidents actually have.
Goddamn, he got a fuck ton. For better or worse. Better or worse, bullshit.
He was
bullshit.
4 years.
He got
chaos.
2 fucking Supreme Court justices. Say what you want. He doesn't matter.
Who were passed
he pushed
by him,
them through.
By the
That's
Senate.
right.
Why did the Senate
because
get
they
to
were under
approve
his
those?
control. Donald Trump was the worst thing that's ever happened to this country.
Is Mitch McConnell the leader of the Senate?
And he had the opportunity to fix the party. He had the opportunity to stand up when it was his own wife that was on his cabinet. He had the power to fix the problems with Donald Trump. What did he do? Even after standing up and saying the January 6th riot was a riot, it was bad, and the president's at fault. What did he do when the fucking balls were on the table? He voted not to impeach him. So like I said, you can say that he didn't have power. Donald Trump had a ton of power, and he wielded it.
No, Mitch McConnell has the power.
No.
Mitch McConnell has the. You don't understand. I'm not going to argue the intricacies of DC.
But if Mitch McConnell had the power that you said he has, he could have absolutely removed Donald Trump.
Justices, John, have the ability to get put in. Mitch McConnell played the long game that goes back to Obama.
And who got the picks? Trump got the picks.
Mitch McConnell ensured it.
That's fine. But at the end of the day, if Mitch wielded all the power that you said he wielded, he could have impeached Donald Trump. He could have gotten him out. But you know damn well.
Why do that? It's his party.
But you know why? Because they tried to kill his wife. They tried to kill him. Had they gotten into the House, if they'd have gotten into the Senate that day,
anything to cement the Republican Party's power, John.
If they would have
scorched,
they would have gotten into the Capitol, into the halls while they were in session, they would have hung Mike Pence right there on the spot. You know that.
Yep.
We know that. That is dead nut set.
And they don't care.
But the thing of it is,
you know why?
Because they were afraid.
Own the libs, John. Own the libs, John. You're missing the big picture.
No, I'm not missing the big picture.
Yes,
the big picture is the fact that Donald Trump wields a ton of power and
Mitch
still
McConnell
does.
knows he needs those people to vote for him.
Yeah.
Mitch McConnell knows he needs those votes.
Yeah.
It's about votes. It's always about votes. End of the day, it's
right.
about votes.
The votes, and Donald Trump is the one that's going to get him the votes.
So if he impeached Donald Trump, he doesn't get those votes.
Yes. And why is that? Because it would have been the base of Donald Trump would see to it. And it's happening all over the place. It's not as happening as much as I'm glad that it isn't. But even though he's not in power, he is still getting Trump-backed Republicans into the House and into the Senate. And they're coming.
Yep.
I mean, even Obama couldn't do that. Bush couldn't do that. Bush Jr. or Sr. couldn't do that. Clinton couldn't do that. Hell, even fucking Reagan couldn't do that.
No, but that's because of Donald Trump's playing to the lowest common denominator, which is the racist tendencies of the Republican Party. They've always been there. It's just been the quiet part. Why do you think Lindsey Graham had a Confederate flag photo?
Well, that's my point.
It's not that this is it's not that this is not a new thing for the Republican Party.
No.
It's that they're saying the quiet part out loud.
Right. And that's the power that Donald Trump is now wielding, is that the silent majority of
he's about half and half on winning elections. I wouldn't say he's powerful there. He's about half and half. Glenn Youngkin won this state, John. Did he run with Donald Trump?
all he had to do was run as a Republican.
He won by less than 1%.
Doesn't matter.
It's not running as a Republican.
Yeah,
that was running
but,
as a centrist.
but look how far the vote swung. Like, that's the whole thing is, once again, I come back to this idea of, there is no middle ground anymore. It's
Youngkin ran as a middle ground.
It's who you can get to the ballot boxes. Can you get your people to turn out in a higher percentage than the other side?
Every election, John. Can you get your base
Can you get
out?
your base out, and can you get the
out.
moderates out? Can you get the centrists out? Can you get the what are they called? The moderates out? They're gone. It's can you get your base out now? Whoever gets more of their people out. It's not a matter of running to the center and getting more people out. It's can you get your people out? And the Republicans did a better job than that in Virginia. Because I don't know a single Democrat, not a one, that was going to vote for Glenn Youngkin. Not a one. And
I don't think John, you're on the wrong side of the state to be talking about how many Democrats you know.
What?
To be
Okay,
fair.
because I don't go beyond and have people beyond for Southwest Virginia, right?
How many people do you know in Fairfax County?
I don't know. You count most of the 501st guys, probably 100.
Okay, so it's 90% of the population. Of
Okay.
Fairfax.
Well, I mean, what's the magic? What's the magic cutoff number? What's the number that I needed to say for you to give me credit?
You're acting like you know all.
No,
these
I'm
people,
not acting like I know all these people. What I'm acting like knowing is I know enough Republicans.
Jesus Christ.
I know enough Republicans to say not a damn one of them are going to vote for a Democrat. Didn't matter who it was.
Well, no, they're not.
And it's the same thing.
But Democrats don't always vote. But Democrats typically either aren't going to vote for Republican or they don't vote at all.
Well, that's my point.
Republicans
Yeah,
always
that's
vote.
my point. It's either you're going to vote or you're not going to vote. You're going to vote for your party or you're not going to vote at all. So the key is getting the people in your party to go vote. Not go grab the people out of the middle that haven't decided because they don't exist.
When John, you figure out the magic bullet to get Democrats to go to a poll, you let me know because they've been trying to figure that out for
that's not my job.
About 100 years.
My job is for the party to get me to come out and vote. That's the difference. Is what I'm saying is the parties need to do that, and one party is way better at doing it than the other. And as long
that's because one party lives on hate and fear. So yeah, those are motivators. So if you're recommending that the Democrats only start stoking hate and fear, a little harder to motivate people to vote.
You do what you got to do at this point. I mean, yeah, you can stand on your principles and die. That's cool. I mean, but that's not what I want.
No.
Like, I want you to fight for your principles, not just go, well, I can't do anything about it. And that's literally what I hear from the Democrats is, well, it just is what it is.
And you have to run people that are exciting as part of it.
Yes.
But like you get one of this generation. You get a JFK. You get an Obama.
Well, but that's the thing is I don't believe that. I don't believe there's only one. With 235 million Americans, it's more than just one.
It seems to be the case.
No, it's not.
It seems to be one about a
No,
generation.
it's once again we go back to
how many Michael Vicks have played in the NFL? How many Michael Jordans have played in the NBA?
But the issue of it is we're not.
You get
Are we
one.
switching to basketball now?
No, I'm just. That's my point is that you want to argue about how rare people are. No, there just are. There's just some people are just rare. They're just. It's just that's it. Yeah, there's 235 million people in this country. We can't find 32 people. We can't even find 32 people, John, to play quarterback at a high level in the NFL.
Talking about rare people right now? Herschel Walker says there's 52 states.
But I mean, I just
that's you can't even find 32 people in this country right now to play quarterback. So it takes a very special person to motivate and drive people to go do something.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the Republicans have been doing it very well for the last
without coercion and without using fear. Fear is an amazing thing.
What?
You tell people
there's nothing wrong with the Democrats using fear.
Of.
There's nothing wrong with that. The Democrats could absolutely be using could absolutely be using fear. Look at what fascism is. We got 4 years of it. Look, it almost cost us everything we hold dear as a country.
Yeah.
And we should be screaming that from the mountaintops.
I think we are right now. We're having a whole hearing about
Yeah,
it right now. on
and
Capitol
keep
Hill.
doing it.
I don't think you get much more louder than that.
And they need to be changing the rules and sending the evidence to the DOJ. And Joe Biden needs to direct his DOJ to prosecute. And they're not going to do it. They say, "Well, it's not in the rules of the committee." Well, once again, change the rules.
Congress is not a.
At this moment in time, they have the power to do it.
Okay, so if we change the rules to do that, John, then every political committee turns into a literal witch hunt at that point to throw political opponents behind bars.
I would risk that, knowing the fact that there is a high likelihood that a Donald Trump / Donald Trump surrogate is going to run in 2024. I am willing to risk.
I guarantee you.
I'm willing to risk.
Well, you don't have to run. All the Republicans have to do, John, is in 2 years, if you want to do this, in 2 years, not even 2 years, this year, when the midterms happen, win the Senate back, and then they can just lock up everybody they don't like.
I am willing to risk all of that.
It's not risk.
I'm willing to risk all of that.
They've been very open about
on
that.
the consequence of letting someone like Donald Trump run again. I mean, I am. I'm like, that is a line in the sand. He is going to walk away from this scot-free.
At that point, you're not much better than him, as far as I'm concerned. Like, when
what? I'm holding someone accountable. When has ever Donald Trump held someone legitimately accountable? Don't give me that. You guys are the same.
You the right ways.
Don't give me that.
Because you are. Because you're wanting to use political power.
I'm wanting to use the law.
Yes, you are. You're wanting to change the DOJ from being a thing of justice to being just a political.
No, I want them to be justice. Donald Trump committed sedition.
Under control of Congress. If Congress suddenly can dictate who goes before the hey, you want Biden to get DOJ,
I want
your words, his DOJ
to do their job. Yes,
to do things.
To do their job.
That's no longer
to do their job.
An independent body.
I want the DOJ to do their job. I want Joseph Robinette Biden to tell his DOJ to do their job. No, they're not. No, they're not. Like, even what's his face? Even Liz Cheney said that they're not going to recommend charges. They're not going to even transfer the evidence to the DOJ. This is literally just a show trial, a show hearing. They're not doing anything with it.
It's not even. It's a hearing.
That's it. They're just saying, "Oh, here's the evidence. Here's everything. Donald Trump is the worst fucking president in the history of this country. Look at the literal sedition. Look at the actual coup that was almost happened if it wasn't for Mike Pence." And what the fuck?
And they're charging those people. Last time I checked.
Yeah, but they're not charging the person that's actually. Nobody would have done this. No one would have done it if Donald Trump would not have directed them to do it. That's the difference.
Right. Here, but
that's what I'm saying. It's like we locked Charlie Manson up for less.
Right. Have we ever locked the president up, John? We ever even charged the president?
And we've never had one. We've never had one attempt to coup. Never.
No, it's a little unprecedented. I'll give you that, but we just seem to have a kind of a rule about that.
Well, like I said, these rules need to be changed, man. We can't let this go.
The issue you have there is that the second you start allowing politics, I'm going to call this politics. I don't care what else you want to call it because it's going to get framed.
That's fine. You can frame it as politics. You can call it politics.
Because
I don't care.
The second you start allowing politics to dictate how we administer justice, it's no longer justice. And then you are no better.
But at the end of the day, it's the ends have to justify the means. Donald Trump and his ilk cannot be left without punishment. Ivanka Trump's not going to be punished. Jared Kushner's not going to be punished. You're not going to have none of the Trump kids are going to be punished. None of Rudy Giuliani's not going to be punished. You're not going to punish the people that actually dealt with the issue. They're going to go after the lieutenants at best. And not the generals. It's low-hanging fruit. That's who they're going after. They're punishing the people that stormed the Capitol. That's low-hanging fruit. They would never have been there if it wasn't for Donald Trump going, "Hey, go over there." Never would have happened. And that's the problem. Is we locked up Charlie Manson, even though there is no evidence that he did it. He instructed those people to kill Sharon Tate. We know that he inferred it. We know that it was not really his idea, but it was his idea.
Charlie Manson, the President of the United States, John?
It's still a crime. No president, no one is above the law. The Constitution is very clear about that.
And yet we've made it pretty clear that...
And it's time for us
kind of
to clear that up. We have to. Because trust me, 2 years ago...
argument, but it's not gonna
2
happen.
years ago...
It's not going to happen.
Well, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I said for all of Donald Trump's crimes, the idea of locking up a president is the most terrible thing that we can do. But we have now crossed that point where I didn't think the crimes that he committed were as bad as the crimes that he's actually now committed. You know, was he in collusion with Russia? Maybe. Was it more along the lines of Russia using Donald Trump? Absolutely. The last thing the Kremlin wanted was Hillary Clinton in power. So why not be in favor of Donald Trump? Why not spread misinformation? You know, Donald Trump was not in collusion with Russia. Russia was using Donald Trump because he was absolutely the low-hanging fruit. Anybody that thinks that Donald Trump was in collusion with Russia gives Donald Trump way too much fucking credit. Like, he ain't that smart. He just knows how to rile the base. He knows how to say big words. And Putin's not that dumb. But at the end of the day, if like Philk said in the chat, Donald Trump committed treason. And treason is punishable by death. And I will skip the firing squad and lock him up. That's where I'm at.
I mean, no arguments here. I'm just, again,
right, you're trying to be the whole realist, and the whole realist is the reason why nothing's getting done. Like, that's the problem. It's like, stop. If enough people said, you know what? We should lock him up, and we're going to lock him up, and we're going to fight to lock him up, then that becomes the reality. But there's too many people that are like, well, that's just never going to happen.
You got to convince the Republican Party, John, to lock one of their own.
No, you don't. Not now. Hell, you got Liz Cheney on the fucking board. She is one of them.
And she's going to lose her. She's going to lose her job.
Right. And how many other Republicans have resigned, retired, and left their actual political power because of Donald Trump? Because I'm not going to compromise my morals.
Too many.
Too many. You're right. Too many. So we have to stop the bleeding. We have to. This is the closest that we've ever.
It's up to the Republican Party to decide that. That's not a.
Like I said, at this stage of the game, he needs.
That's a Mitch McConnell problem.
You know,
and he seems to be more than willing to embrace that than he is to do anything about it. Because again, he counts votes. The reason why he's been in power as long as he has, and done as well as he has.
Slap a ship select, Davo. But.
Yeah,
you're fine. Sorry. But no, it's just
that's a man that has outlasted.
And I don't. Well, like I said,
he's going to outlast Donald Trump. He'll outlast.
There's another solution that we need to push for. The people need to push for term limits, and we need to start pushing that on the people that we elect, and hold people accountable.
We'd have to get the people that we have to get the people that we elect to agree.
Well, I agree. And there's a lot of younger people in power on both sides of the aisle that say term limits. It's like 30%.
I'll believe it when they actually do it.
We have to make that a policy.
People say a lot of things to get elected. I'll believe when they actually do them.
Yeah, I mean, Philk is just going off in the chat concerning the KGB and Donald Trump. But I mean, it's just like, they saw Trump coming 70 miles away. Like, all you got to do is stroke his ego, and he is. He's good to go.
Oh, he's butter.
So as I say, that's why I laugh.
Drop some money in his hotel, and he's all happy.
Because the man has no money, so any money he makes is good.
That's right. But, all right,
Devo.
So, hey, Obi Wayne. Good night, Obi Wayne.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm going to bed. So, you just popped in. So. I don't want to think you're running because you're running the chat, Obi, but I'm tired of going to bed.
No, I totally get it.
Yeah, he said he was going to leave like an hour ago.
He said he was going to leave an hour ago and then hung out, and then Wayne shows up and now he's leaving.
I got to go to bed. It's like 10:40.
I will slowly leap into my own scrotum.
That's an image I did right before bed.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Wayne. That's
pustule scrotum.
I've got that as an image now of Wayne going into a scrotum, man. It's not leaving me. It's just good.
Well, see,
and quietly repeat.
and see, Phil, the issue with that though is, Phil said in the chat, the other side of the term limits argument is that some people would say we already have term limits. They call them elections. I wish that was true, but one of the issues that we have as in our culture is the fact that people grew up voting for some of these people. You go with your mom or your dad, and you go, oh, we're voting for so and so because we've always voted for so and so, and that's who you vote for. It's
They never led me astray.
Well, it doesn't matter if they do or they don't. It's like, well, we always vote for.
Well, not just that. Your vote doesn't fucking matter.
Well, there's that too. But
and the bigger issue about term limits is just the fact that a lot of these individuals who run without term limits, or that stay in without term limits or whatever, they stay in because of running unopposed.
Yeah.
And they make sure to keep those who would run against them out.
Yeah. No, you're 100% right.
I think one of the things that would help a shit ton would take the fucking money out of it. You take the money out of politics, more people have a fair chance.
Well, come back to the way Britain does their elections, and that is you get 90 days to campaign, and you get state-funded money, and everybody gets the same amount, and that's it. And that's all you get. You don't get more, you don't get less. You get a set amount, and that's it. And Phil, you need to get your Microsoft stuff situated so you can join on our conversations.
And if you blow it all on Hooch, that's on you.
And that's fine. That's your decision.
I can play if anybody.
Yeah, I was going to send you an invite as soon as we finish this match.
Okay.
Also, Wayne, I don't know if you're aware, Fall Guys has come to Xbox finally.
Fall Cats come to Xbox?
Fall Guys.
Like with Lee Majors?
Yep.
Nice.
Let's see. Get rid of this Normandy. Oh, I may not have to. Somebody else did.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, I have the Farragut now. I just haven't tried it yet.
All right, cool.
You have the what?
The Farragut.
Oh.
Yep. You're 100% right. The framers did not intend for the members of Congress to be a lifetime job. It was supposed to be a part-time job at best.
Yep. They certainly shouldn't be making millions
first off,
of it.
it wasn't supposed to be a job.
Yeah.
Not full-time, part-time. It was your civil duty.
Yeah. And we've lost that. You need to have a Microsoft Live account, and then if you have a mic, you can get into the conversation.
All right, so we're playing 5.
Yeah, I'm playing whatever. What's the Farragut?
Farragut's a 4.
Oh, well, you can play that.
I also have this. Yeah, good, but I also got this, and I really want to try it out.
The Devonshire. Oh, Devon's not here to see it.
Yes. Tennessee.
Golly, Tennessee.
I need to get. Sorry, I'm looking for one in particular.
Oh, no, that's fine. 23,000. Oh my God. How far away? Oh, I'm so far away. Oh,
So far away.
Is it in the? Maybe guess so. All right.
I love how behind my ship you can see my neighborhood. Can you tell it's my neighborhood? All the goddamn fireworks going on.
You already have a Microsoft account, so you need to go to Microsoft.com through your Microsoft account and activate the live side of that. You might even be able to do it through the Xbox app. I need a tier 5 battleship, so that's what I'm going to start working on.
I have, like, goddamn, I was about to check my progress.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I was just checking out camouflage sheets.
Jesus Christ.
You're still echoing, Wayne.
Am I? God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me turn it down a little bit. Is that any
Check.
better?
It's still there.
Echo. It doesn't bother me.
Sorry.
It's okay. It is.
I think it's my internet. It's got to be my internet because this has been, 3 headsets now?
I guess I can.
It could be just your, it could be your hearing, or your hearing / your monitoring.
Yeah, your mic monitoring might be doing it.
Yeah, because honestly, your mic monitoring doesn't need to be as high as you think it does. Because mine's literally on the lowest setting.
Okay. Oh, where are we going? Let's go to C. It's closest.
Yeah, John, in those situations, I usually just stop talking.
Yeah. If your microphone or audio device is near a wall or other reflective surface that does not absorb sound, consider moving the microphone or changing its direction away from the reflective surface.
Well, while you were talking, John, it is echoing a little bit, but I mean, it's only at the very beginning.
That's true.
So in short sentences, like, you can hear it, but like right now, I didn't hear it at all until I paused.
All right.
But yeah, being friends with Dan for so many years, I would literally, his was a lot worse, and so literally I would talk like this, where I would kind of wait for it to pass. I would talk like that, and it was so funny. Jesus Christ, that fucking destroyer, you're booking it. Those shots are close.
Oh, shit.
I was waiting for a pause in the conversation to bring up, did you hear about what's happening in Texas?
Nice.
With?
The permanent committee seating?
No, I hadn't heard about that. I did hear that they made it a plink in their party resolutions that they don't recognize the 2020 election.
And they're also, one of the points of contention on the new ticket for everybody running is that they're trying to overturn the 1960s, oh shit, I'm on fire, civil rights laws.
Oh, they're tearing down the school at Uvalde and going to build a new one. I think that's a good idea. Whew. Citadel.
Yeah. They found out that child blood is really hard to get out of the walls.
No kidding. They bricked up most of the rooms at Virginia Tech. Like they don't. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't know that. Before he went on the rampage in the school classroom, he shot a girl and her resident advisor in one of the dorms. Yeah, they just bricked up over that room. Like, you can't. And then they've closed down 3 of the classrooms and in Norris Hall where the shooting happened. and they just closed them down, bricked them up, bricked up the windows, and you can't even access them anymore.
Just because
this is where you go bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just they knew it had such a negative connotation.
Dramatic.
Yeah, that it was just they just weren't going to do it. Now your mic sounds pretty good, Wayne.
Yeah, no more echo. How did I not kill him? Fuck off.
Our victory is in sight.
Shut
No, what was it? Yeah, still my favorite moment was getting T-shirts of "Come take my guns, Joe." Literally 24 hours after that fucking shooting.
I'm not surprised. Like nothing surprises me with them anymore. Like it should. Mm-hmm. I should be very upset with something like that, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, there's no shock value left with them.
Something shitty is said. Oh, well, it is a Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even bat an eye driving home from work today, and one of the cars over in the drive-thru of Dunkin' Donuts has a huge whole back window sticker of Grogu, and under it says "Hiding from Biden."
Oh my god!
I was like, you know what? Doesn't make any sense. But I also don't give a fuck.
Right.
It just it makes no sense.
One of my favorite things I said to somebody, they're a very religious individual,
Mm-hmm.
and they're a huge Trump supporter. And
Okay, well, it's not every day you get to join a cult. So
right.
you need to recognize that.
Oh yeah, no, and they were mentioning that they were talking about religion, and then they immediately switched to Trump and how great he is, and la 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 la. And I literally turned and I go, you're technically sinning right now. And they're like, what do you mean? And I was just like, what's the first commandment? And they said it without a beat, and I just looked at them, and they're just like,
let that
this
sink
is different.
in.
Yeah, they were like, that's different. And I was just like, no, it's not. 100% not. You were worshiping the ground. You're literally worshiping him like as he was a god, so.
That's not the first commandment.
Or is that number 10?
No, it's somewhere in the middle. Thou shalt not have it. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Oh, I'll send you an invite. See if you can see it.
I could have sworn it was number 1.
No, that's thou shalt not kill.
It does not. I do not see you online. I will see if I can see you offline.
Let's see. Number 1, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
Are you reading the new one?
Yep. Thou shalt not kill is number 6. So you literally got them switched. Because you said it was
I
number
guess
6.
maybe so.
It's almost like you're not religious.
It's almost like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say it's almost like I was raised Catholic and had to fucking burn those into my fucking skull.
I was brought up Baptist, so.
Oh, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Baptists are fine. Southern Baptists.
I told you, the difference, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because remember the fucking
number
girl?
of snakes.
Northern Baptist says there is no hell. Southern Baptists say the hell they ain't.
Hell they ain't. No. There was what was it? I told John about this a couple years ago. I went on a date with this girl, and we were gonna go on a second date, and then she asked me what my religion is, or my religious belief. And I was like, well, I'm Catholic. And she's like, oh.
Oh.
Well, yeah, oh. And I was like, what?
Shit, everything's out there.
She's just
There's
like...
an Emerald, a Tennessee.
Yeah, no, I see all of that shit. I'm firing at the Tennessee because there can only be one.
Yeah, I'll try to
I
take
hit it
it
too,
out.
I'll take that.
Oh shit, and there's a... God did nothing.
But yeah, no, and she, what is it? I had to go to church with her every day, or not every day, but every Sunday. But she wouldn't consider going to a Catholic mass.
Oh, I'd see. Even as an atheist, I would go. I mean, shit, it's fun. It's entertaining, if nothing else.
Right. So, well, I mean, you would be there, kind of watching the priest's hands around.
Well, I mean, you know, whatever. At least I'm there.
Anyway, at least
you know, that's the Baptist coming out in me. Guilt me if you want. At least I was there.
Shit.
I would say I'm Catholic. I'll guilt trip the fuck out of you.
Our team has taken the lead.
But no, what was it? Yeah, she just wouldn't even consider like partner's beliefs in any way, shape, or form.
She's gonna have a bad time.
She's gonna have a bad.
Oh yeah, no, I called her out and I was like, "What? Do you even look to date anyone in the church?" And she's like, "No, I only online date." And I was just like, "You're starting at the wrong place, first of all." But yeah, no, and then
I agree.
So we stopped talking then, and then matched again, and I was just like, "Hey, are you still Southern Baptist?" Yeah. Sorry, this ain't gonna work. I don't deal with crazy people.
Our victory is in sight.
Yeah. See, do you have the Xbox app open on your computer, Philk?
I thought we tried this.
Well, he's gotten Game Pass and Ultimate and all that.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
so he should be able to if
Yeah,
he signed into the Xbox
if you
app.
have it if you have it on your phone, you can sign into the Xbox app and you can join parties. Granted, it's going to be extremely poor quality, but you can
he can do it. He can do it on the PC as well, or the Apple, whatever he has.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to have the app.
Yeah.
You just gotta have.
Oh, so much for that.
Right. No, what was it? That first date, she wanted fried chicken, or she wanted chicken wings, and so she's like, "Take me to Hooters," and I was like, "Okay."
I mean, okay, but I mean, you're not okay.
She him with the feet.
I was just like, "Just remember, you chose this."
Come on.
Oh.
I got him.
I haven't had any crazy dates in a while. Feels like the universe is off. Oh, that's right. I'm in a predominantly red area. So once they see that I'm liberal, they're just like, meh.
Well, that and the beard.
The beard?
Yeah. You got a crazy that beard.
I get a lot of compliments on my beard.
Remember, you remember what Machine Gun Kelly said?
I don't know.
He said your beard's weird. That's what he said about Eminem.
Oh, right, in the diss track.
Diss track.
I forgot about that. Yeah, and Eminem's just like, okay.
Don't forget what my Welsh friend said. If your dad doesn't have a beard, you've got two mums.
Oh.
Going to B.
All right.
Because that's what I do. I'm
Going
going to
to
take the long way there.
I got my ticket for the long way round.
Take the long way home.
It's so sad that it's come out that she's like an actual terrible person.
Who?
Who?
Anna Kendrick.
Nope. 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 She will live on in my fantasy.
What's wrong with Anna Kendrick?
Like a lot has came like she's just like terrible to people in general.
Well, people are terrible in general, so
That's fair.
probably just a defense mechanism.
Shit. I won't do it.
Oh shit, there's everything all at once. Come through there. I fucking dare you. Come through that little straight right there. I triple dog dare you. There you are.
Okay. Oh, I turned my battleship's guns in the wrong direction.
I hate
Love
that.
it.
Uh-oh. Shit, so did I. Turn, you assholes. There you go. Oh, fuck.
Oh. Oh, you got so many of those. That's T-Bone. Devonshire.
Aaron, dude. Go fuck yourself. That's how you do it, baby.
Hull breach. Taking on water quickly.
Wow. Barely fucking missed.
Wasted that.
Problem solved, sir.
Turn, goddammit.
Our team
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Turn. There you go.
main turret critically damaged.
You took them out.
Hey! Looky there!
We got a bone walker.
Now he's just got to get his mic
Who's
situated.
shooting me? Yeah. One guns, turn.
Yeah, this seems the Bismarck the world depends on us.
Oh, I'm not going to make it much longer.
I'm just gonna try to ram this on.
And now you got to get your mic set up in the party chat. Probably get it set up in the Xbox app. Oh,
Oh, you got him. You got him.
Our victory is in sight.
Yes. That should do it.
I'm actually going to survive this.
So
Did
now,
not.
Our victory is in sight.
so now I'm sinking. So we can. Oh, never mind. It's a carrier. So I'm gonna sink. Not if I can run
Okay.
aground.
Yeah, you can't sink me if I'm beached.
Exactly. Avalanche and Lightning Tide going into overtime.
Where are these planes coming from?
Yeah, just south of the C sector.
I see it.
Oh, shoot, you're going to torpedo me, aren't you?
Sorry.
Ooh, I got hit.
Okay, Keith. He's turning off his Mac. He's transitioning to his PC.
Gotcha.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like it's coming from that island.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Tally ho.
Who is this hoe everyone keeps talking
What
about?
the fuck was that?
How much does she cost?
She's running.
I don't know if that was thunder or if somebody literally just blew up their fucking house.
Thunder's supposed to be crazy tonight.
Okay.
That's what ACDC spoke of.
We're thunderstruck.
Oh wow!
I remember
wow,
calling
wow.
I remember calling my friend Brian Johnson. He was all like, It's like thunder.
I'm offended by this conversation.
You haven't even seen him in concert.
Oh, you want to hear something crazy, John?
Sure.
The other night, I was driving home from work at the comic shop. You know how I always ride with my windows down.
Yeah.
I happened to look down because we were stopped at the light, and I looked down, and there was like this clear, like, bag there where, like, the hobos sit at the light to beg for money. And something didn't look right in it. Like, so I like took the turn, and I came back around, and I came back to the light, and there was nobody behind me because it was pretty late, and I got out and I kicked it, and there was a human toe in the bag, and I was like standing there just like horrified and like just confused, and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know who to call. I was like, do I call an ambulance? Do I call the cops? But I think I finally made the right choice. I went ahead and just called a tow truck.
Oh, Wayne.
Yes! Yes! Oh, I love it.
Hello?
Oh, hey!
Ooh.
Welcome to the party, bub. Oh, did he die again?
Hello? And he's
Fuck that.
he came here to impart his words of wisdom. And he's out.
Anybody?
Yay, we can hear you.
I can't.
Can you hear us?
Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check.
We'll know in a second when he says, again.
I'm lagging behind, apparently.
Oh.
Apparently, yeah.
What, can you hear us? You gotta set your output for the app now, or your output for there. Now you got your input.
He's got his input. A lot of racing.
What?
Who's cutting across my bow? Of course
Me.
it's Wayne. I'm gonna have to hit the brakes.
Of course, it's Wayne.
I just hit the.
I timed this out right. We should just miss it.
No, only
just gonna
because I
watch it.
going full stop. I hit the brakes so hard the stern lifted up out of the water.
Oh, sorry.
You may have to turn off the you may have to turn off your audio for the stream, or just turn the stream off altogether.
Oh, yeah, that's 100% why. Like, I'm surprised it even would let us hear him if you had the stream going.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Ooh, that's every gun I've got.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
All stations, no one cares.
reporting the position of a strategic target.
You said you saw the new Top Gun movie,
Yeah.
right, John?
Yeah.
Who is the other lead actor? What's his
I
name?
don't know. He played Rooster. I don't. He was the son of Goose. So who?
I'm still
Hey,
here.
there he is. Can you hear us?
He can hear you.
I plan on saying that every day when I'm at somebody's house. I'm still here.
Oh, it's Miles
Yeah.
Teller. Yeah. See, I don't know why people just don't call him Odometer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that one.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
He's working on it.
What's his
It's
name?
Keith. He,
Miles Teller.
How much teller is in
Oh.
that movie? Miles.
oh my god.
I took 6 torpedoes, still alive, and I was just having to had 3 seconds
Oh,
left
nice.
on my fucking, fixing the hull.
I was turned broadside, and I used the thing that like tightens the spread of the shots. Like his ass was
yeah.
done. This little destroyer's gonna go too. He don't even know it yet.
Yeah, he's in a interesting spot for me. Okay, not sure how those fucking missed. Oh wait, I would about.
Turn the wrong way, dumbass.
He might try to ram me.
It looks like he is.
He's not gonna get a chance.
I hope not, because
You're bigger, you won't die, but
oh, thank
That's
you.
thunder.
I was reloading my guns.
A torpedo
take
took
it.
you out,
I'm
right?
still trying to figure out how to kill the delay.
Have you turned off the stream? You shouldn't have any delay.
yeah, it should be direct.
At the very least, mute the stream. And then just check your output on the app, and make sure it's set to your headphones.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, can you still
We
hear
can
me?
still hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Bach, he got me. But, ta-da, I got him too.
If I turn off the stream, I lose the audio altogether.
Then that means you've got your audio input is set for the stream and not for the app. You just gonna ram him?
Goodbye, Queen Elizabeth. Yep. I got the
Yeah,
kill.
yeah, you did. I mean,
Doesn't look like it, but apparently I'm a Japanese boat.
Wow.
another 21,000 stars to.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, you're fine.
With this big tier 5 battleship,
Big
this
tier
the
5
German, the Bayern.
The German Bayer.
So, I watched Obi-Wan this morning. I watched Miss Marvel this morning. And then I just got done watching Doctor Strange. How I made it 45 days in a comic book shop and not have Doctor Strange ruined for me is beyond me. I don't know how the fuck I did it.
I haven't had it spoiled yet either, and I'm just indifferent to it.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I know, and it's like it's not even that I have anything against the movie. It's just like I'm just not excited about it.
Not excited about it.
It feels the most like a Marvel movie than some have as of late.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
So we got it in at the shop, so I had to pick it up. We got a Bizarro figure. He's backwards in the package.
No,
I had to fucking get it.
but that's cool. We can hear you, but you're way far away.
Yes.
You said the Bizarro was backwards?
Yeah, he's backwards in the package.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you're just, and they've even got his head turned, so he's kind of looking, but all you get is cape and boots.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
All right, it's gonna be.
One of those days.
There's a New Mexico out there, and a York. And a Fush.
A Fushan. Oh.
Oh,